Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to a very different episode of the 3Ds Talk Sunday Confessions. I am Ron. I will be your host for today. Chucky and Toxic are on assignment. Both of them are on some personal business, so it's just me today. Let's have some fun. Well, let's see what happens today. Could end up being a very boring episode. Um, like I said, Chucky and Timmy are off on personal matters. Uh, Chucky is driving to a birthday party, I believe, and Tim has been arrested for disrupting a podcast last night. We joined the Uncontrolled Chaos podcast on YouTube last night, and it was a lot of fun. Those guys are really great. We love joining them. And next week, it sounds like they are going to join us. So make sure you watch that episode. It should be pretty good. As far as what's going to happen today, not real sure. We'll see who shows up in the chat today. See if we get any confessions. See if we get any viewers. We may not get any viewers. So until we see what's going to go on, let's do this. Okay, well, this is going well. We're off to a good start. Hello, Alice. Thank you. Thank you for saving me from myself. Josh, welcome. As you may notice, the Chucky D is here. Hello, the Chucky D. Since you're here, I have no idea why I decided to do this. This is not easy. Allison Mundi, as the Chucky D would say. Hello, welcome. Looks like maybe I forgot to unlock the door at the beginning. Everybody's streaming in. As I was saying, Chucky, not real sure why I agreed to do this by myself with no preparation at all. Should have rethunked that decision. Going off of last night's show, going to bed, going off of leaving last night's show, going back, spending 3 hours rewatching both shows, going to bed, and then waking up an hour and a half before I had to do this, probably was not a good idea. Probably not well prepared. So we're just going to shoot off the cuff today. I hope Chucky's having a good drive. I hope he's not watching and driving. Just a couple of things real quick. Just a couple of things real quick, and I forgot what I was going to say. Hope the sound sounds all right. Usually we have a little pre-show. Hey, okay, good. You got there all right? Everything good? All right. Okay. Focus. Both of us. Okay, I hope the sound sounds okay. Usually we have a little pre-show get together, make sure everything's sounding all right. I tried to make some adjustments from last night. I noticed when I did this, the mic was really picking it up and the sniffs and things like that. Tried to get that toned down a little bit. As for last night's 3Ds podcast, if you all were there, I thought I went back and rewatched it, and not to pat ourselves on the back, but I think that was one of our best ones yet, as far as the way everybody looked, everybody sounded. Chucky, it's you go back and watch it. It's not that bad. Like I said, we'll get you hooked up with that voice meter program, and you'll be sounding as good as ever. Your fisheye lens that you didn't seem to enjoy too much actually looked really cool. Yeah, Nikki, it was. I think it was at least in our top 5. The weird thing though, last night, I don't know if any of you noticed during the actual show, the way Chucky's pictures behind him were reacting to that. I'm thinking it's because of the green LEDs he had showing up. Now, be nice. The green LEDs he had up behind him, he would accidentally bump his table and move his camera, and it looked like his pictures were green screen. They like stayed in place. It was really weird. I had to go back and rewind and watch it a couple times because I was like, did I just see what I thought I just saw? But excuse me. Hopefully we'll have no construction going on. We may hear the dog alarm go off. My son is arriving today from Texas, and I believe my producer just went to go pick him up. So he could be showing up at any time, and my dog alarm will go off. Josh, appreciate it. Something new we learned last night after doing the Uncontrolled Chaos podcast, after we went off the air twice. Dwayne, I believe, hooked us up with some information, and we're going to get to work on getting the 3Ds Talk podcast versions of the show, this one and the main show on Saturday night, audio only, up on Spotify, iHeartRadio, places like that, so that you don't have to look at us, but you can still enjoy what's going on. Some of you may enjoy that, so. But in honor of Chucky, I will be taking from the chat any confessions. Since Chucky is here in the chat, I don't know how long he'll be on, but perhaps he can weigh in. I'm not going to go into the email because I would like to keep I would like to not have access to it so that it does really stay anonymous. And I stand by it. I have never logged into that email, and it was just, no, Alice, we'll still be on YouTube. It's just going to be, we're just going to broaden our spectrum, as it were. We're going to get it out there just in audio format so that if you're driving in your car, you can listen without having the distraction of our 4 mugs on the screen. That way, in case Chucky ends up lifting his shirt or something like that, oh yeah, you don't accidentally look at that and drive off into a ditch, and then we get sued. Yes, Mystic, you got anything you want to anything you want to anonymously confess today? I am so sorry I outed you. Didn't do it intentionally. Had no idea. Still swear that it was a guess. Like I said, I went with just the first name at the bottom of the screen, and it was you. It was just rotten timing. So let's see. Yeah, Alice, we are. There's no way we are going to abandon YouTube. That's where we want to grow this channel. By the way, please make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe and click that bell icon so you make sure you never miss an episode of whatever we may be broadcasting. or stands up in the Speedo. Exactly. I don't think anybody really wants to see that when they're driving. Could end up being a little dangerous. Well, speaking of the Speedo, I believe Chucky is working on a special video, more adventures of Chucky, for his TikTok channel. But I wonder if that live viewers says we have 3. I wonder if that is true. Also, I'm just learning how to work all this. Usually Tim is at the controls of the StreamYard. So if things should happen to quickly go south, blame it on my inexperience. Nikki is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. I see you. Okay. Oh, look at that. So let's go to the audience here. How are you guys feeling about the show? You think we're getting better? Is there anything you'd like to see us do different? We're always open to criticism, creative ideas. We just really want to put out the best show we can for you guys. I know all of us enjoy doing it. We all look forward to doing it. We'll blame Toxic. You know what? That sounds like a perfect idea. It is. It's all Toxic's fault. He left me here all by myself. And, if this show turns into a train wreck, it's their fault. Why? Oh, thank you, Nikki. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Yeah, that was I have an anonymous. Okay. Yeah, the sound effects are something I stumbled across how to do. Gave it a test run last night. I think we had fun with it. Hopefully we didn't overuse it. And I think we may expand on that. I think it adds a little something to the show. You know, when I'm just able to.
You need to grow up.
You know, blast Chucky with one of those during the show. All right, Chucky. Thank you for your support. Yeah, I thought so too, Nikki. I think it added a little something to the show. Just a little something in case we get stuck on dead air or something like that. So, I'm glad you guys liked it. If we start overusing it, let us know. Sound effect. All right. Thank you. We are loving these comments. I'll make sure all the other guys, Toxic, Jake, and Chucky, see these. I know they're going to appreciate them. And we appreciate all of you tuning in and giving us your feedback. Like I said, we just want to try to do the best show we can do for you guys. I'm sure you will. We're thinking of adding maybe, I know Toxic has in the works possibly a Friday night show. um, that'll be probably quite a bit different than our normal content. Um, I'm thinking he's going to go down a political vein, maybe with it. We'll have to see what he's got in mind for that. Uh, I think I mentioned last night I would kind of like to do a music show based on my favorite genre of music: 80s metal, 80s hard rock. I moved my dinner time. Oh, sorry. Hey. Yeah, I think I need to do the same thing, Nikki. I go right into the show, uh, and well, around 6 o'clock, I start getting everything set up for the show. 7 o'clock show starts. Get done around 9. Usually after the show, we have a little post-show meeting, and usually by about 10:30 is when I'm going to eat, and not usually a good idea. Don't exactly feel like cooking at 10:30 at night. Music. Yeah. Anybody else here? Big 80s music, hard rock fans? Oh, I have. These comments distract me. I'm a bassist and a drummer. Whoa, cool. I played trumpet in middle school. Do a Wednesday music show. I'd kind of like to have one of the other guys with me, because doing this by yourself is not easy, as I am proving right now. Um, it's I may look into that, Nikki. Um, but I was as I was saying, I played trumpet in middle school. Never really learned how to read music, just kind of faked my way through it. And then when I was in the Air Force, I played around with the guitar a little bit, kind of just plugged it into an amp and went nuts. Still have it under my bed here. Haven't had it out in a while. I did, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of channels on YouTube and stuff that I follow that uh, true rock and roll tales. There's a podcast. Well, I wouldn't really call it a podcast. I guess you'd call it it's a YouTube channel. It's called Waste Some Time with Jason Green, where he interviews different rock stars from that era. Really good, in-depth interviews. A little long. I think his shows are usually an hour or 2 hours. But the stories he gets out of these guys is just amazing. I don't know if anybody any of you guys are familiar with the rock photographer Mark Weiss, Guy Weiss. If you read Circus magazine, Metal Edge, I believe Hit Parader back in the 80s, I would say probably 80-90% of those photos that you saw of your favorite bands were taken by Mark. He's done hundreds and hundreds of famous album covers. The one that pops into mind first, Cinderella's very first album, Night Songs, with them standing on the street with the purple background. He's just an amazing photographer, and he's got some really cool stories to tell. But that's the kind of vein I was thinking about going down. Clunko says hello. Tell Clunko hello, and I hope he steps on a bee. No clowns allowed. So we've got a singer and a flute player, and we've got a drummer and a bassist. Perhaps we should look into getting a 3D's studio band, like the Tonight Show. The Tonight Show had Doc Severinsen. David Letterman had Paul Schaefer. We can have Nikki and Alice, and whoever they can get to join in with them. So, where do we go now? You should really script these things. Is it time for... I don't know how many of you tuned into the Uncontrolled Chaos podcast last night that we joined them on. But Tim and Chucky pulled off a classic comedy moment. Tim called into the show, called Chucky's phone during the show, right in the middle of it, and acted like he was calling into like a radio show. He even gave the classic long-time listener, first-time caller line. And my God, if you can find it, find their show from last night, find that section. It was just hilarious. My kudos to those two for coming up with that. Kind of gave me an idea that, we should maybe do that sometime. We could have call-ins, although we'd have to probably get a burner phone. I don't know if any of us want to give out our actual personal phone number, but yeah, Nikki, I wish I knew the timestamp to go back and find it, but it was hilarious. Hello. Thank you for leaving me all alone and struggling. This by yourself is not as easy as it looks. Yeah, Josh, it was it gets kind of late. Like I said, their show starts at 9 right after ours, and if you happen to go back and watch it, you'll notice that I'm yawning a couple times. Up in Cascade. How's things up there? What's the sitch? Does it look like your plans are going to go through, or is it too early to tell? How's the smoke out there? I don't know. Look at the window. Well, drapes are closed. Can't tell. I know it smells like there's fires around us. If you were talking to me, I'm assuming. I was just telling everybody, I don't know if you were in the chat yet or were watching yet. I was just telling everybody about your phone stunt last night on Uncontrolled Chaos podcast, and that was hilarious. I was cracking up Yes, I was talking to Ron. Thank you. I was cracking up when it happened, and then when I went back and rewatched their show, it was I must have rewound it 3 or 4 times just to watch it again. It was hilarious. Anyway, so no confessions today. Nobody's got anything they want to offer up. I'm unable to see. Well, like I said, I'm not going to go into the email. I'll save that. This is Chucky's format, so we'll leave that for next week. You can send in voice recordings to email so you could do the call. It's not a bad idea. And if you would like to email us, you can reach us at that email right there. I know the guys check it. Everybody checks it except me. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That way none of us would really have to give out any personal phone numbers. If you would like to call Toxic Recon, his phone number is 208-867-5309. He likes to get phone calls 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you let it ring and ring and ring and ring. And then when he answers, hang up and then call back. I don't know. He's expressed numerous times that the sound of a ringing phone when he's asleep, he loves it. And he is, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. He will enjoy that immensely. And the nice thing is he's not here to stop me saying that. So I'm sure I'll pay for this in the next show. But I'm wondering if we even post this. I don't know. Anyway, looking at the chat, anything you guys want to know? Any behind the scenes questions? Anything we've never covered before? Anything on your minds? Hit me up. I'll dish the dirt. Oh yeah. Absolutely, Nikki. Absolutely. I may. Well, it's too late now. He's probably already seen it. I was going to say I could at least maybe go back and edit it out before he sees it. But you know what? Bring it. I'm not scared. This is what you'll get all next episode. This is what he'll do to me. I'll just be a disembodied voice from the great beyond. Let's see. What kind of information can I give you about what's going on? Like I said, we're going to, with the information we got from our friends over at Uncontrolled Chaos Podcast, we have the information to start figuring out how to spread the audio to Spotify and iHeartRadio. We've also got the information on perhaps getting some sponsors, which will help us in the long run, maybe bring you better and higher quality content. Both I have no idea where I was going. How else can you help with the show? Oh, you know what? You can come over here and you can show Ron how to work this better. And, you know, it's the guy with the ADD or ADHD or OCD or ABCD, whatever I have, probably should not be doing this part of the show by himself. But good question. You know what? Show up, subscribe, show your friends, you know. Maybe if we came out and posted some more just short clips. I know we've got the new 30 some second long trailer. Maybe if we did some more of those, share those with your friends. Just spread the word. Nikki, when you get your new shirt, wear it proudly and advertise. But basically, road trip, yeah, here, everybody, come on over to Idaho. Bring some sunscreen. It's hot, hotter than two squirrels fucking in a wool sock right now. But yeah, you guys share us, show your friends. Don't blame us if you lose friends by showing us to them, but and Nikki, yeah, and you know, just that's any little thing you can do to get us out there, help us get more subscribers. Anything you can do, we appreciate, and it'll help immensely. Like I said, I think maybe us expanding to an audio format too on Spotify and iHeartRadio may help. I know the guys over at Uncontrolled Chaos Podcast, which I should get them to sponsor us because I mentioned them so much this episode. On TikTok, it's the 3Ds Talk on TikTok. Just search us out. Twitter, I don't believe we have a Twitter yet. Hey, there they are. Was just talking about you guys. I've mentioned you numerous times, and now we would like to be sponsored by you. No, I was just telling them how much fun we had on your show last night. And was telling them all the different advice that you gave us after the show, after we went off the air for the second time. I went back and rewatched your entire show last night again, and it was hilarious. And back in reception. You know, it'd be nice. It's kind of like you're actually here, in and out, in and out, in and out. Toxic, since you're here, you can answer the question. Do we have a Twitter? I don't believe we do. Perhaps we should get one. We get the tweeties going. But as I was saying, Uncontrolled Chaos Podcast, send you a link. Send you a link. Oh, to the show. Okay. All right. Great. Great. Oh. Let's see if this works. I may disappear for a second. Am I gone? I can't tell. Okay. I think I did it. I don't know. This is your thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you warn me before? I couldn't see the screen when I hit the button to send him the link. It just blocked out the entire screen. You should have warned me before I did that. What the hell was I thinking? Oh, I was here? Okay, great. Did I look like a complete moron bouncing around the screen? Yeah, we have an Instagram. I think what we need is we need a social media manager. One of us needs to pick up the reins on the social media side. And I mean, I kind of do the TikTok, and I've gotten my hand into the YouTube side of it as far as, you know, doing bumpers and things like that. So I think as a group we need to sit down and kind of divvy up some responsibilities and get people to do the stuff. Waiting to see if Timmy got the link there. Toxic got the link. But I was saying on Uncontrolled. I know you guys are saying you were talking about how your streams and stuff on Spotify and stuff. You had a lot of really high in the thousands streams. And I think that would help us too. So we're definitely, after I get done with this show today, like I said, I'm gonna get in on that, get into looking at that, getting some of that set up. I tell you what, your boy Vic there, he's something else. I had to go shower after being on the show with him. He made me feel dirty. I almost felt like I had to clear my browser history. But you guys are a lot of fun. It's unfortunate that Anna was having the mic problems. She seems like she'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, you guys are doing great. I love your stuff. I'm not sure how well this stream is going. Am I freezing up? It's hard to tell. I've got a little icon up here that's telling me my signal strength is in and out, in and out. It's the problem of living in a town that has no good fiber optic wires or whatever. Yeah, I think we click pretty good too. We have our moments where one of us will cross a line and it'll piss the other one off, but for the most part, we all get along pretty good. And that's the thing. You gotta. Stream's not freezing for me. All right, thank you. I've got some, we've got all these things going on the screen up here, and like it tells me there's only 2 people watching right now, but it seems like there's more. So I'm not sure how accurate these things are, but yeah, that's part of it. I think we have a good chemistry. I can watch as I'm doing the show with the other 3 guys, and I'll say something. I'm just as bad as they are. I'll say something, and it may cross a line, but I'm not doing it to be mean. I've just always been sarcastic, and so I think we're going to try to work on that. I know we need to kind of try to clean up our language a little bit, maybe if we want to start getting videos monetized and stuff like that. But, there's at least 4 of us here, but it's not showing. Yeah, I wonder. I appreciate all 4 of you, or however many of you, all of you that are here to watch me crash this train. Like I said, I went, we did the show. Oh, there are times we can't read, Tim. Yes, definitely. Plus, Gen X, we were raised on that. I think it comes. That's a good point. Thank you. I'm not sure if that's going to get you anywhere in the spiritual world, but I think my humor comes from I don't know how many of you read Mad Magazine when you were younger, but there was a article always in there. Al Jaffe was the artist and the writer. I'm not sure if he was the right Al Jaffe. It was called Al Jaffe's Snappy Comebacks to Stupid Questions, and I always loved that. And that's where I get a lot of my humor from. But most of my attitude and my views and all that come from being Gen X. Gen X is the we don't give a fuck about anything. Fuck your feelings, fuck your problems. We don't care. Leave us alone. We'll deal with it ourselves kind of generation. But perhaps we'll leave that. And that's why we love you. I think that should be one of the qualifications for, being able to subscribe to the show. Well, not necessarily a qualification. That's a necessity for subscribing to the show. You've got to be a little dirty, got to be a little mean. You got to hang up your feelings at the door when you come in. I try not to attack the audience. Exactly. You got to be you. There's nothing I can't stand less than a fake person, especially when you catch them being fake and, talking smack behind your back and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, that hurt my eyes too. I'm not gonna lie. It took me first I thought maybe it was the fact that I was drinking iced coffee at 9:00 at night that I couldn't fall asleep. Turns out it was the nightmares I was having from seeing that. Wow. That was quite the visual. If you're here and you did not see that, please find Uncontrolled Chaos podcast on YouTube. Go back and watch last night's show. But don't blame me when you do. You had Two Girls, One Cup, and you had Dwayne in a French maid's outfit. They're pretty close. Don't say I didn't warn you. Pardon me while I play the douche flute. I know it's a filthy, filthy habit. But on a serious note for a second, I watched a video the other day where they discussed the differences between smoking and vaping and which one is worse. And as long as your vape juice does not have vitamin E acetate, or unfortunately for those of you who like it, THC in it, vaping is still better for you so far than smoking. So kudos to that. Unfortunately, if you like the THC, pardon the dog. See, there's the dog alarm that I spoke about earlier. I should probably check on that. I could be being robbed right now. This could be a live. You could see me being live. I'll just keep smoking the devil's lettuce. Okay. Like I said, I don't know. I think I mentioned on the show one time that I tried it once when I was 40 years old. Apparently, did it wrong and made myself extremely sick. For the most part, though, I mean, I've always had jobs where there's been random drug testing and wasn't able to partake, as it were. Sounds like a sounds like a biggin. Yeah, he's a biggin. He's a his name is Winston. He may pop up at any moment. Um, his name is Winston. Nobody wants to see that. His name is Winston. He is a pit bull boxer mix. Friend or family, he will sound like he is going to rip your arms and legs off, but he's a big teddy bear. Let's get back to this for a moment. There's I believe there's laws about that. Nobody wants to see that, and I don't want to be responsible for anything that happens after that. I wonder. I wonder. How do I? Let's see if I can do a little something. Pardon me while Ron plays with the. Let's see. This brings up that. Let's see what this does. Okay. We'll get rid of that. I was trying to see if there was a way I could bring up a picture of the infamous Winston, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, I can share a screen. I can share a video file. Well, not going to try that. I have no idea how that's going to work. We watch Ron play yet? Yes. Watch Ron press buttons. You have to share a screen. I've got my tech guy in here. You'd have to share screen. So, okay, so you're saying if I did something like this, and let's see, if I found a picture and brought it up like that, and then how do I see to share the screen though? And pay the toll. Okay, go pay the toll. Let's see. Share screen. And okay, I don't understand all that. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that. Perhaps another day. Looks like Ron will be going into YouTube today and going to StreamYard school. One moment. I know, I'm sorry. So This was painful. This was interesting. Who knows if this will ever happen again. Apparently, Toxic did not get the invite. Yes. I don't know if you've heard, Alice, but next week it sounds like Uncontrolled Chaos Podcast will be a special guest on our show. If we can get them to set up their equipment at 7 o'clock our time. We're not quite sure. Chucky and Dwayne are going to get together and set up all the details on that. But go subscribe to their podcast too. Uncontrolled Chaos Podcast on YouTube. And from there, you can find out information on all their other social media sites. They're all over the place, like we hopefully soon will be. But yeah, this has been interesting. It's been fun. I really enjoyed doing this. Like I said, if I ever have to do this again by myself, I will be better prepared. I will write a script or something, have a topic. I don't know. Instead of just an hour of me staring at the camera and blabbering away like an idiot. Doing something like this by yourself really makes you realize that you are part of a team and you need the rest of the team to succeed, especially if you're going to go without a plan. I am looking directly at the other 3Ds right now and saying thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity to learn that this is not easy by yourself. Anyway, I should have brought on a puppet or something. He's all the way over there. I could have had a special guest appearance with Inflatable Flailing Arm Tube Man, but he's across the room and I can't reach that far in my huge studio. Yeah, that's a good idea, Alice. Thank you. I appreciate it. First time flying solo. Wasn't a complete car wreck, but like I said, yeah. Amen to that. Amen to that. But like I said, I appreciate all of you sticking around for this. It's been fun. I should probably go see who entered my home. Hopefully it was family. We'll see you guys all next Saturday. Be sure to tune in. I'm sure it'll be a good time. Keep an eye out. There may be a Friday show. I don't know if Timmy's planning on starting that this week or not. If so, I'm not sure who all will be a part of it. Sounds like he wants to have our friend Tom on there. So just, keep an eye out on our all our different social media sites, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Keep an eye out. There's always going to be new stuff coming up, new changes in episode 2 or season 2. We have new toys to play with. Thank you. New graphics, everything. So, like I said, if you guys want to help us out, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that bell notification icon so you know when we put up new stuff. Share us with your friends. Get us out there. Anything you can do, we appreciate, and we thank you. So I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you all again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.